Good morning, traders. It's about 1 minute until the market opens, and I've got my watch list, and nothing really looks that strong, so I'm going to be very picky today about the setups that I take. So I did trade NXTD at the pre-market, during the pre-market, and I caught it. I missed all of this, and then it kind of set up here. This was like the high of the pre-market. Set up a like a 3-bar play there, so I was able to get 2R and a little bit more out of that move there. So I'm already sitting on a green day, and I don't want to give it all back by taking a risky setup. So I'm just going to consider like 3-bar plays, 4-bar plays, and ABCD patterns. Really, the safest thing is an ABCD pattern after the stock establishes a high a day. So maybe I should just wait for that if it does happen. This one doesn't have much volume, the TKAT, so that one might not move much. Seems to be a lot of volume coming into SNCA. Oh, here's this one. It's kind of weird how that took all that time. There's actually more in the NXTD. I did toy with the idea of taking a front side entry if the second bar gives me a reasonable stop, but see, the range there's only 7 cents, so I'll just wait for a 3-bar play or something like that. It's safer. Yeah, see, that's the problem there. Yeah, it looks like it's weird. The candles here, this one looks a little higher, but obviously they're the same. They both topped out at 117. Yeah, there's no good entries yet. I've got the 1-day screener open on my laptop just to keep an eye to see if something pops up. But it looks like these are the only ones that are really trading. At least in my price range, but these are the highest volume stocks trading right now. So this one's breaking through the highs. Looks like a lot of people took that entry. I don't really like it though because of the range of this candle. Makes the stop too wide. I mean, it's only 8 cents, so it's really not that wide. Maybe that's why people took it. But at this point, it's better just to kind of wait for an ABCD pattern to form. This one's finally breaking out. But I mean, notice if you entered on this candle and you set 2R based on this candle, which would be a reasonable thing to do, it's nowhere near it. What is that, 8 cents? So you would have to get 16 cents higher than 121. So what is that, 137, which is way up here near the highs. It may get there eventually, but Kind of unlikely. I think it's going to have a pullback first. This thing definitely didn't get to 2R based off of this candle. See, whenever you see these huge engulfing candles, I really don't like to enter, because this thing already broke through the lows. And that shows that, people are just waiting to get out of this thing or shorting it. And you're likely going to see a little pullback here, but then it's going to head back down further. I could be wrong, could reverse, but that I rarely see that happen. I'll be surprised if that happens, but the market can do whatever it wants. So this is kind of a lame pullback here. I don't really like, even if this broke out through the high of this candle. I've been faked out way too many times on that play, even if it does work, like that. The thing is sometimes that does work, and the stock goes higher and you go, oh man, I should have done it. And then you do it the next 8 or 9 times and it fails. So you have to realize sometimes the market tricks you into thinking certain setups actually work that don't. So you have to see enough of them to know what really works and what doesn't. Just because it works one time really well doesn't mean it's something you should be doing regularly. Now look at this guy. Making a pretty nice move here. This could be a 3-bar play right here. But you gotta wait till the 3rd bar breaks the high here. It has to hit 185. Should probably let it hit 186, because excuse me. And the low's 178, so it's an 8 cent. The 1R is 8 cents, so 2R 16 cents. So it broke through on the second candle. I don't really like that play. It just needed a few more seconds. And now it's an 11 cent stop, which is pretty big for a dollar, price range. I know it's closer to $2, but for a stock in the dollar range, that's a pretty big stop. This was actually a good entry right here. I missed it. 121. I can't chase it now. Dang, that was an easy 2R. Wow, I missed out on that one. Looking at this one. That happened. That's day trading for you. Got fixated on this guy and then totally missed this one. So that would have been well, that's only a 3 cent stop. That's why that went to 2R so easily. But still, I would have taken it 121 to 127. It actually just barely made it. Here, this could be a 3-bar play now. That's kind of part of a new direction. That's the only way I'll enter it. If it just keeps going higher, I don't think I want it, because this is actually not a very big move. It looks like it is, but it's all relative. And this thing's flushing down pretty hard. So it looks like it did just get into the like 3-bar play area by breaking, just broke by 1 cent. But my stop would have been here. This would have been 123 for the break of 123, and it looks like it just broke it. Oh, it just tapped it. So I'd still be in it. Wow, that's weird. That candle, that wick just disappears like that. Now it's coming back down. So I actually missed that entry too. I looked away at my screener for a second on my laptop. But this one might have been a lucky. We'll see. I'd still be in it at this point. The thing is this week it seems like all these low float stocks, the sentiment is very weak. So I'm not really interested in taking stabs at them or quick scalps or anything like that. I want to get 2R setups. So if I can't get that, then I'm not interested. This thing might go. God, it's just weird how these candles are they're changing so much. So what this is now, maybe for some people, is a 4-bar play, but it's not a very good one because the size of these candles are they're a little bit too large compared to the first candle that started it. So if it was a really good 4-bar play, like a strong one, you would have seen this candle really run up high. It didn't do that, and it's probably because of the size of these candles. So yeah, I'm not really feeling much here. When there's nothing obvious, you should just sit on the sidelines. And here it's coming up near 9:45, which is my limit to take a trade. Yeah, I may miss out on some things, but the problem with hanging out any longer than that for me is that I start to force trades. I get frustrated that I've been sitting here for so long, haven't taken a trade, and then I just look for the next best entry, whatever that means. It means not a very strong entry, just something that's entry. So the only entry that would have worked, and just barely did, was this one right here. Out of all of these stocks for a 2R move, this would have as well as a reversal play probably, but that's just not something I'm interested in taking right now. Or really, I may never take those again just because they're too risky. 9 times out of 10, this will pop up for 2 candles and then it'll flush back down. It didn't do that in this case, but it does it too often to take a chance on it. Yeah, nothing is looking very strong at all here. Let's just do one last thing. Just make sure my list looks the same here as it does on my laptop. It does. I'm sure that's surprisingly low float. There's nothing going on pre-market. Or that's, why is this on pre-market still? Okay. Usually that goes away. There, it went away. Weird. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Let's today? Thursday. So this one did something, but it looks like I already missed it. We will feel sluggish today. Not a good thing. Yeah, here's the high. Well, no, here's the high of day. So it just broke it. Only thing is there's still a lot of bag holders from the pre-market in this one, I'm sure. 219,000. So high day is 280.09. So I've got this a little high. Yeah, see, you know, there's too much pressure from back here making this thing sell off. This would have been a tempting entry because it broke the high day, and then it kind of gave a little resting bar here. And I'm sure a lot of people bought when this candle broke, and then look what happened. Flushed right down. And then I don't like to buy it, even if it breaks the high day, when it comes back down this far below the high day, I'm not really interested anymore. Too weak. No matter what, you know, happens, of course it could do the opposite of what I think it's going to do, but that's okay. You can't catch them all. Even this one's having trouble, like, you know, there's the high of day right where my cursor is. Breaks out, comes back down through it, and then some people jump in, and then a lot of this is all sellers pushing the price down, so it's having trouble. And that one was really strong very early this morning. And look at this guy. Yeah. So it's 9:47. This whole week the open hasn't been very strong, and it hasn't given a lot of good entries, so just not very interested. There is a 3-bar play right here. I guess I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I guess that's when I got fixated on it. I saw this move, but I missed it from this point of view. So this is where I was starting to watch it for the next 3-bar play, but it looks like the only setup was right here. But again, yeah, it looks like it may have just made 2R. So that's 166 to 170, we'll say 173. So what is that, 7 cents? So it needs to go 14 cents higher than, we'll say 173, 187. This only went to 185, but then here goes to 189. So you would have just gotten 2R right here. So that was a doable entry, but I don't know that I would have noticed that as a forming 3-bar play, because you have to look at kind of the context of it leading up to that. You know, this just looks like a bunch of chop to me, you know, and then all of a sudden you get a red bar here, which it does end up being a 3-bar play, but I'd rather see one after consolidation than you know, like engulfing bars like that. So anyway, I guess no trade today because it's already past 9:45. Just a bunch of analysis. So maybe I'll put out the video, and if you guys want to watch and see why I didn't take trades, that's always helpful. Just giving one last look to everything. Yeah, everything is weak. All right, guys, hope you did okay. If you traded in the open, I hope you were very careful and didn't lose any money, or maybe made some. And I'll be checking the aftermarket to see if there's any good opportunities there. And if not, I will see you tomorrow. Take care.